Hi everyone, my name is Todd Hughley. I'm a Malaska certified golf coach. I'm a Class A PGA professional in northern Utah, in the Ogden area, and today I'm going to talk about L to L and the importance of it, how to build it, and how effective it's been for my students, and it's such a key part of M2, and that is a great section on Malaska's website and getting into the levers. So let's go ahead and jump right in. L to L has been a massive game changer, not only for my students, but also for other coaches in the area that have come watch me teach L to L. And it's taken golfers that were shooting in the hundreds down into the mid 80s and even better. They understand how to pivot the club correctly and how to just generate speed without getting the twisties or spinning from the top. And the mistakes that golfers make when it comes to L to L is trying to unhinge like this, coming down in the golf swing. They'll get this part correct, and then they get right about here and they try to do this. When we're looking for that pivoting action where the club just does this, and here's where the single arm drills are invaluable to help you build that L to L, because we're going basically from here, it falls, pivots to L. So again, here, fall, pivot, L. Now, it truly is 90% of the golf swing, and the other part is golfers try to muscle and really don't think they're going to get the distance out of L to L that they do. So they will lunge into the ball trying to generate more speed. So they'll get here, and instead of trusting how fast that pivot is going to make them, they will actually lunge into the golf ball, and that causes all kinds of trouble. Or they get here and try to fire their hips, and then they're really stuck and in trouble. And again, that causes them to have to flip the club face shut or have an early release, and it even causes early extension. But when they can simply just get set up and make that simple little L motion, they will really start to hit much better shots. And that was nothing with my gap wedge, and probably went about 85 yards. And you can definitely generate more speed. And when you're learning this, you want to take your time and develop the levers, and we're going to get into that component of it right now. Now, when it comes to my students, when they have the most success with L to L, it's when they learn the single arm pivot drills and how the club, when you kind of choke down right there, make the club go back to about the L, and we know how it pivots, goes from this side of our body over to this side of our body, and the handle comes down, and then they go just like this. Okay, again, they're not throwing the club down, they're allowing that club to pivot back out in front of them. And we'll stand there and just do this, and they get the feeling of their arm rotating in their shoulder sockets. Then they go to their lead arm and feel the same thing, and they don't drag the handle. They allow the pivot to happen where it goes behind us. Okay, it goes in front, behind, down, back out in front, and then over here, it's going to pivot back this direction. And they really get a feel for that. Then they get their normal grip, don't have to choke down as much, and feel how they go here, how the hands fall, and the pivot happens. Then we kind of teach them how to transfer force a little bit and push on that trail hip just to get it out of the way. So when they get to start to get close to the L position in the backswing, we start that transition where they just kind of feel they sit and push that lead hip out of the way, which allows them to shallow the club even better and get that extra pop that they're looking for. So when you're practicing this, start out with wedges and practice the single arm drills together. Want lead or trail arm, then go to the lead arm and then put them together, and understand that this really is 90% of your golf swing. And once you're here, all we do to complete a full swing is add a little bit more body rotation, and that trail hip just moves out of the way. Then again, get nice and relaxed. Well, again, I'll speed this L up. Same distance, but there. That's all we're after right there. Now this one, I don't want to hit too much of my wet grass there, so I picked that one a little bit. And this one right here, I'm going to let my body go through. So again, L to L, and I went here, here. And I can't stress the importance of the single arm drills, up, down, and that pivoting action, and where you feel the club go just like this. That truly is invaluable stuff. So I hope I've shedded a little bit more light on L to L, where the mistakes happen, and the benefits of doing L to L, and how it really will produce better golf, and it's 90% of the golf swing. Visit the M2 section to get more on the levers and L to L and club face control. That is key to playing better golf. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later.